Now on Coast TV News.
We've dried out a little bit from weekend rain, with more rain on the way later today, with this system brewing to our south, and more rain to come this week. I'll break down the impacts and rain totals coming up.
Beach Patrol progress. We look at the next steps in the Rehoboth Beach project and what it means for that part of the boardwalk area.
Solutions for the shoreline. Dewey Beach seeking to partner with an environmental group to tackle erosion and flooding challenges.
State of the first state. John Carney prepares to give the address in his final year as governor.
This is Coast TV News Today.
It is Monday, March 4th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
And we have more of this mild start to the month of March. I'm liking it.
Not too bad. Did you get outside yesterday?
A little bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was real,
amazing.
Sun, warm, liked it.
Perfect. I think everyone was happy yesterday. Yeah. I was in Lewis with my dog and every other dog, it seemed, on Delmarva. So we all had the same idea. Although, if you were here like 30 seconds ago, you heard Bob talk a lot about rain. So, Lina, let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Bob, yesterday was a treat, but we don't get to keep it forever.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about all the rain we've got coming this week. I want to reminisce about yesterday because it was so beautiful. It felt like the first legitimate taste of spring, but it's short-lived. We have a little dry period, but we are seeing clouds increasing this morning, and they're thickening off to our south. We're watching this system now developing off the coast of North Carolina, and this will come right up the coast today and increase our rain chances later today, so grab the umbrella out the door. It's a chilly start, but not all that bad. At least we're not scraping frost. 47 Salisbury. Good morning to you in Georgetown. 44, 45 in Lewis and Rehoboth right now. Winds are calm or light coming out of the southeast. And we've got a little bit of fog as well. 2.5 miles. Well, now it's up to 7 miles in Ocean City. So it's fluctuating, this fog. And I hit a little patchy fog on the way to work this morning. So watch out for that. Otherwise, we're warming it up through the 50s this morning. I think 50s and lower 60s late morning. Warmer inland, cooler along the beaches. And those highs occur early in the afternoon. Then we thicken up the clouds. And here comes the rain. Here's 3:30. We've got some of that rain building in from the south, and then we're all socked in with the rain as we go into this evening. So make sure you have the rain gear. But we're pretty dry through mid-afternoon. It's after that the rain is on the way. We have several alert days on the way for this week. I'll break those down and talk about this wet work week forecast coming up in detail a little bit more in a few minutes.
Thank you, Bob. And we begin in Rehoboth Beach, where more changes are being considered. Some, it's in the effort to bring in more money to the city. And today, city commissioners are considering shortening your time to appeal a parking ticket from 30 days to 7 days. They also want to review a plan to raise property tax rates and wastewater rates. City claims it is short by nearly $4 million for their planned budget of $37 million for the next fiscal year.
Also today in Rehoboth Beach, construction of the new Beach Patrol station continues. A crane was brought to Rehoboth Beach just last week to that construction site. It'll be used for some construction that begins today. The city says part of the boardwalk will be closed off, and access to the boardwalk from Baltimore Avenue will also be closed. The city says this also creates some parking restrictions in that area in Rehoboth Avenue to Baltimore Avenue.
Heading to Lewis and happening tonight, the city will hold a public hearing on a couple of ordinances. One is to change its outdoor noise rules. This would allow restaurants to play background music, but not live music. Another hearing is about a new rule to protect trees during building construction.
And also in Lewis, the Lewis Board of Public Works set to begin its fire hydrant flushing. Work for the city side will take place April 3rd and April 4th for the beach side. The department says this may cause lower water pressure or discolored water, so if that happens, just run some cold water until it runs clear.
In Milton, town officials could take action on a property for proposed housing. It's called Scarlet Oaks, and if annexed into the town, it would connect the homes to town services. We're talking about police and fire services. It spans 50 acres at the corner of Shingle Point Road and Harbison Road and is set to be developed into a community with about 163 housing units. Council says they will also revisit a proposed ordinance that would allow the sale of alcoholic beverages at nonprofit events. Also tonight, action could occur on the future of art crosswalks at Federal Street and Mulberry Street.
Well, here on the coast, of course, we're very lucky to have the beautiful views that we have and live so close to the beach. But sometimes with that comes flooding and erosion problems. Dewey Beach looking for a solution on the bay side of town, that Dagsworthy Street and McKinley Avenue. The town says the Center for Inland Bays is looking to build a living shoreline. That's a barrier that's made of natural materials to stop flooding. One business owner on Dagsworthy says helping with flooding is desperately needed.
I mean, people park on our street to visit all of the businesses. Every morning it just gets flooded. People go to the beach, people go, they walk up to the starboard, they go to the rudder, they go everywhere. And when that's flooded, that's just a major resource that can't be used. So it just affects the whole town, not necessarily just my business at all.
And the town says hopefully this time next year, the Living Shoreline project will be underway. And then the next step would be to fix Sunset Park, which sits at the end of Dagsworthy Street, destroyed by erosion.
This morning, a Maryland man facing charges after police say he tried to steal a car in Georgetown Friday night. Delaware State Police say they arrested 18-year-old Draco Wiggins from Aberdeen. This was around 8:40 p.m. Troopers responded to a call about someone trying to steal a car on Zor Road. And when they arrived at the home, they found the owner of the car and Wiggins in the driveway. According to state police, the owner came out of her house when she heard her car's horn and found Wiggins in the driver's seat. Wiggins was charged with 5 crimes, including criminal trespass.
New information this morning. Delaware State Police have released the name of the woman who died in a car crash in Georgetown, February 29th. Police say 34-year-old Maria Nisjalel from Georgetown died when her car collided with a truck on Shortley Road. Officials say the road was closed for about 6.5 hours while that scene was investigated and cleared. Delaware State Police Collision Reconstruction Unit continues to investigate this incident.
Tomorrow, Delaware Governor John Carney set to deliver his final State of the State address. Carney's office says that 15 minutes before the speech, the first state, the General Assembly, will meet in a joint session. And according to the governor's office, Carney will give his speech at Legislative Hall in Dover. This is set to be held at 2 p.m. The governor's office says that the speech will be live streamed on the governor's YouTube channel. Well, the final sprint is on, heading into Super Tuesday for Republican voters in more than a dozen states. They head to the polls in about 24 hours.
Yeah, while former President Trump edging closer to a rematch with President Biden, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is not giving in. She's celebrating her first primary win in the nation's capital, making her the first woman ever to win a Republican primary. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how the candidates are gearing up for Super Tuesday.
Voice is loud. Come on, Raleigh.
The countdown to Super Tuesday is on.
So if you want to save America, then go vote. Remember, the primary is Tuesday.
As long as we are competitive, as long as we are showing that there is a place for us, I'm going to continue to fight.
Former President Trump has dominated the Republican contest so far. Despite that, Nikki Haley vows to push ahead, saying she no longer feels bound by the RNC pledge to endorse Trump if he does become the nominee.
No, I think I'll make what decision I want to make, but that's not something I'm thinking about.
On Tuesday, voters across more than a dozen states will weigh in, with more than 800 delegates up for grabs. The former UN ambassador is looking to build momentum after picking up her first primary win Sunday in the nation's capital. I spoke with Republicans about what's at stake for the party.
I think under Trump we had a stellar economy and our military was strong and useful and our border was secure, or at least in the process of becoming more secure.
I think Nikki Haley might have a better chance of getting a coalition together to beat Trump and get the nomination, which would be very important.
I think we are definitely going to be a stronger party if the votes stay in and we have this process play out.
Tuesday could be make or break for Haley's campaign as she looks to stop former President Trump's march to the GOP nomination. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Former President Trump picked up more victories over the weekend as well, with wins in Michigan, Idaho, and Missouri.
All right, well, we're just getting started this morning, Matt.
Now, coming up, fundraising to fight cancer. We'll show you how 2 girls are working towards fighting a disease that impacts so many people.
Also, Boeing to buy one of its suppliers. We'll tell you how the deal could be related to the planes recently grounded after mid-air scare.
And sky-high baggage fees, which airlines charge the most for your belongings. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Car Store Certified Advantage. 12-month, 12,000-mile powertrain warranty, windshield protection, paintless dent repair, and roadside assistance. Just one more reason why we are Delmarva's premier pre-owned outlet. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
Look who's cooking for Sussex County Habitat for Humanity. Volunteer chefs from local realtors compete for the best appetizers, entrees, and desserts, and you can try them all. It's an evening of tasty treats, raffles, and door prizes at the St. Jude Parish Center on March 21st at 6 p.m. in Lewis. For more information about the event and to get your tickets, go to SussexCountyHabitat.org. We'll see you, Delmarva, at the Look Who's Cooking Challenge, March 21st in Lewis.
Don't miss the free Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 9th at Cape and Lupin High. Bring the family and tell your friends. Admission is free. A full array of health, fitness, and leisure products, fitness centers, physical therapy, health food, home products and services, and even water sports. BB Healthcare will be providing free health screenings. Don't miss the free Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 9th, 9 to 4 at Cape and Lupin High.
Dan Fielding, at your service.
You thought you could come in here like some stretched out wolf blitzer?
The verdict is in. Night Court is outright refreshing.
It's real now.
Melissa Rauch has precision comedic timing.
I am a human chill pill.
As someone who took chill pills in the 80s, you need a new dealer.
And John Larroquette delivers.
They say you can't fight City Hall? Well, I'm not going to fight.
A new Night Court, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
The great thing about trucks is their versatility. The great thing about the truck store is we've got the trucks you're looking for. From the work site to the clubhouse, heavy cargo to precious cargo. Find your next truck at the truck store. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
Just about 5:12 on our Monday morning. Here's our Bay Health Cam from Dover, seeing a little bit of low clouds and fogginess, 49. And do watch out for those areas of fog as we go through the morning. Right now, it's thickest around Ocean City. Visibility is better in Salisbury and Georgetown, but still watch out for areas of fog early on. And temperatures out the door, not bad. We're not scraping frost. We've got 40s and light winds at the present time. And right now it's partly cloudy. We're seeing some stars, but we're thickening the clouds farther to the south. And we've got this area of low pressure developing off the North Carolina coast. And this rain will edge north today and should be in here sometime mid-afternoon. But I don't think the kids need the rain gear off to school. 43, watch out for areas of patchy fog. And when you see the stop sign of the bus, please stop. And then heading home, cloudy skies, 59. Then that rain develops later this afternoon.
Well, if you see some smoke in Milton this week, don't be alarmed. Starting on Tuesday, the Nature Conservancy will conduct a prescribed burn on the Edward H. McKay Preserve along Round Pole Bridge Road. Burn window will be open until April 30th. And according to the Conservancy, these controlled burns are carefully planned and implemented, and the burns provide a management tool in maintaining the habitat at McKay Preserve. Lane closures now in effect on Muddy Neck Road from Garfield Parkway to Atlantic Avenue, and Double Bridges Road and Bayard Road to Muddy Neck Road. This is in Ocean View. This runs until May 1st. DelDOT says crews are creating a walking route for pedestrians and doing paving work. Also look out for shoulder and intermittent lane closures in Selbyville. DelDOT says road repairs are happening on Route 113 between Glen Daniel Avenue and the Gumboro Road starting March 11th, and that will last through the end of June. DelDOT will be installing electronic roadside signs on the median of Route 1 and Lewis. That will be a little south of Postal Lane and Melson Road, and also on the median of Route 1 at Oakwood Street. The agency says work will start this week, and it will require lane closures on Route 1 for workers to access the median.
Some sticker shock for airline passengers. Experts say passengers are shelling out more bucks to check their baggage. Starting later this month, United Airlines will be charging passengers $80 to check one bag for a round-trip flight. Just last week, American Airlines rose its luggage fees by $5. JetBlue and Alaska Airlines, they have also announced fee increases this year. There is one bright side. Southwest, they don't charge for checking bags. Delta does charge, but they have not increased their prices since 2018. Well, a deal between Boeing and Spirit would bring Spirit full circle. It was actually part of Boeing until the manufacturer spun it off in 2005. But quality control issues at Spirit have actually hurt Boeing. Spirit makes the fuselage of the 737 MAX. An initial report from the National Transportation Safety Board found that the jet involved in January's Alaska Airlines door plug blowout left Boeing's factory with 4 bolts missing. They were removed because they were sent by Spirit. They came to the Boeing factory with some problems.
This morning, we've got a couple of travel hazards. Got some patchy fog. Visibility not too bad on our Spicer Brothers cam in Salisbury 49, but in your neck of the woods, might be a little foggy. Also, grab the umbrella out the door for later today and continuing into Tuesday as more rounds of rain are on the way this week. I'll track it on Futurecast in 2 minutes.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
Spring is here, signaling the perfect time to rejuvenate your lawn. Trust the knowledgeable staff at Johnson Seed and Feed to prepare your yard this season. Our lawn checklist, high-quality seasonal fertilizers, and premium grass seeds ensure a beautiful and healthy lawn throughout the summer. Don't miss out on our Dunbar, where you can craft your own spring arrangement. Choose your decorative pot to add vibrant flowers or lush green plants to elevate your outdoor space. Be the envy of your neighborhood and enjoy your lawn with Johnson's Seed and Feed.
Take your seat for the 8th Annual Ocean City Film Festival, March 7th through 10th. Enjoy 100 independent films and meet the people who made them. We're welcoming the legendary John Waters, live on stage with his Hairspray movie at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center on March 9th. Tickets start at just $59. Come on down and stay in an oceanfront hotel room starting at only $89 per night. Discover how to fest and get your passes at ocmdfilmfestival.com.
At Draper Media, we offer more than TV and radio advertising. We reach your customers wherever they are, at the gas pump, in bars and restaurants, driving around Delmarva, in a taxi or rideshare at the beach, on social media, or searching for products and services, checking their email, and listening to podcasts or streaming video. Let our team build a plan that best fits your business. Email Frank Hamilton today.
Bring the mat to your living room. From the first takedown to the last pin, high school wrestling lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Approaching 5:18 on this Monday morning, and we are showing you a live look at Ocean City, and we are tracking some wet weather for this week, Bob.
Yes, we are. You know, I wish we could just take Sunday's weather, Matt, and just multiply it by 3 and have a couple of nice days in a row, but unfortunately, Mother Nature will not cooperate. We've got some alert days on the way this week. That's why it's important to have the QR code. Well, it's important to scan the QR code and have the Coast TV weather app as we have rounds of rain heading our way this week. Out the door this morning, it is chilly, but we don't have to scrape the frost. That's nice. 47 in Salisbury, 47 Ocean City, 45 Bethany Beach, Lewis 44, Milford 46. Winds are calm, but the trend is to come out of the east as we're watching low pressure developing to our south. So right now it's partly cloudy, thicker clouds southern tip of Delmarva, and then we're already seeing the rain breaking out around Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and offshore of Cape Hatteras. And all this is heading north with low pressure that will track due north and give us that rain beginning later today. So this morning is dry, but make sure you grab the rain gear out the doors. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s. Watch out for that patchy fog. That burns off mid-morning. And then by noon, I think that's our highs for the day, is lower 60s from Salisbury to Seaford. A little cooler as you work your way to the east as that easterly wind kicks in. Clouds thicken up, and here comes the rain. 3:30, and then through the evening, it's overspreading Delaware and much of Maryland, and some of that rain could be heavy at times this evening. So we've already got soaked grounds. We're just going to add to that rain as we're seeing that rain continuing to move through tonight, moderate to heavy at times, and then maybe a little break as we go into later tonight, but still more showers on Tuesday as that area of low pressure moves through. So cloudy skies. maybe some breaks in the overcast by the afternoon hours. So hopefully some sunshine maybe later Tuesday afternoon. But we see that rain, and then we're going to see another round of rain building in later Wednesday. And this system is more potent with some more wind and heavier rain. And that's later Wednesday on into Thursday morning. That system moves out, but then we're not done yet. We've got another one. Worst timing for the weekend as more rain builds in later Saturday night, and on into Sunday. That actually could be the strongest of the next three systems, as our rain with this first system is about 4/10 to about 8/10 of an inch as we go into Tuesday and Tuesday night. And then we're going to tack on more rain. So by early Thursday, we're looking at about an inch and a half. And we'll be adding to that into this upcoming weekend. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast, lit up like a Christmas tree with a yellow alert heading in on Tuesday with the rain 57. We get a little break Wednesday morning and then more rain into the afternoon. Thursday is a red alert day, 57 for heavier rain and wind. We get a little break Friday and then another yellow alert on Saturday. And more rain into Sunday. By the way, clocks go ahead 1 hour Saturday night as we start daylight saving time. We have an umbrella winner. It is Mara Martinez from Georgetown. Congratulations, Mara. You have a brand new umbrella courtesy of Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Needs that umbrella, Bob. Thank you so much. Hey, don't forget, if you haven't heard yet, Coast TV has a brand new Facebook page for all of the latest and some interactive discussions and exclusive content. Just go follow our new Facebook page. You can do that by going to facebook.com/CoastTVNBC or simply scan that QR code right there on your screen to stay connected with us.
In an attempt to make Seaford greener, Delaware state officials are giving this city over $75,000 of taxpayer money. This is to pay for solar lighting equipment for 52 streetlights in Seaford. State officials are making some claims with this, saying it will improve energy efficiency in the city, along with reducing carbon emissions and saving on energy costs.
Fenwick Island trying to make their town better for all of its people. The town has recently adopted its 2024 comprehensive plan after working on it for nearly 2 years. It covers everything from street safety to beach and dunes, coastal flooding, community development, and more. The plan will be in effect after Governor Carney signs it for approval.
Transportation solutions for Sussex County. It's the focus of an upcoming public meeting. According to DelDOT, the Coastal Corridors Committee, they'll provide updates on its study on March 19th in Milton. Goal of the study is to find transportation solutions for certain congested or potentially congested east-west routes in Sussex County. The meeting is taking place at the Mariner Middle School cafeteria.
The environmental group Sussex Preservation Coalition holding a free public meeting March 12th with a group dedicated to protecting the environment and open space. This is also the group against the proposed Cool Spring Crossing development. The meeting will be focusing on DelDOT's lessons from the 5 points and coastal corridor studies and the plans for Route 9 improvements. The meeting is set for 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the Lewis Library.
Up next on Coast TV News Today, fundraising to fight cancer. We'll show you how long 2 local students have been working towards raising money towards fighting a type of cancer. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Chris Adams from Mattress Peddlers, your local family-owned Serta mattress store. If you've created some valleys in your pillow top mattress over the years and you're upset that you can't flip it, try this. Rotate it 180 degrees. You'll get more life out of your mattress and a better night's rest. But when the time comes, buying a mattress is quick and easy, so stop in today and sleep on a better bed tonight.
Mattress Peddlers.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Draper Media is seeking a passionate field correspondent for our daily and commercially driven lifestyle and entertainment show, Coast Life. You'll provide live coverage, produce pre-recorded programs, and maintain a strong digital presence. Candidates must have a dynamic on-air personality, be innovative, and show versatility while working with our clients. Learn more and apply today at drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Cheers to 50 years of the Players. Here's to the jaw-dropping Eagles, 60-foot birdies,
better than most,
and that one pesky seagull. Here's to making an entrance, making a statement.
It's not a shot you practice.
And making a splash. All at the PGA Tour's gold standard, the Players' Championship on NBC and Peacock.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Tashana Arnold and I go off once again. Then the animals put us on edge.
Yeah, you can touch your head.
That's okay.
Monday at 2 on CoastTV.
CoastTV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
2 local high school students have been working to fight blood cancer. Emma Mullen and Brianna Sorty are juniors at Sussex Academy. They're in their 3rd year of raising money and spreading awareness for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And this year, they're acting as a fundraising team leaders.
This campaign is really all about making a positive change in the world, and we both know what it's like to lose loved ones, and not necessarily to blood cancer, but in other cancers and other things in general. So once we saw this opportunity to help people and help make a change, we kind of thought that it was just something that would be good to experience, and it would make us feel better, knowing that we're helping people out there and that we're making a difference.
So far, the girls have raised about $3,000 through events like Dine and Donates. They're hoping to raise another $2,000 by the March 7th deadline.
We are bringing back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Mild day for our beaches, but as we've been talking about all this morning, Bob is tracking some wet weather as well.
Yes, we are tracking that wet weather, but I think, guys, that moves in later today after about 3 o'clock. But for the beaches, you'll actually be a little cooler than inland areas. Inland areas close to 60, but only 50s, Fenwick Island and Ocean City. Some sunshine this morning, then thickening clouds this afternoon, then the rain after 3, and then definitely socked in with the rain by about 5. With temperatures in the low 50s. So temperatures cooling off into the evening, waves around 2 to 4 feet. And for Lewis, you're starting out with some sunshine, thickening clouds through the day. And I think you're topping out somewhere in the mid 50s, the same for Rehoboth. But then the rain builds in later on today into tonight. And get used to it. Keep the rain gear handy. Rounds of rain the next several days. I'll have more on that coming up in a few minutes.
Bob, thank you. Also coming up after the break, as Super Tuesday approaches, GOP candidates fight for their hearts and minds of voters. We'll show you what Nikki Haley is now saying about her historic primary win against Donald Trump.
After this crane arrived to Rehoboth Beach last week, the city is expected to start another part of construction of the new beach patrol station, and we're going to tell you about the restrictions put in place while crews work.
And Rehoboth to review several proposals today that could impact how much you pay to visit the city. We'll tell you what could change as Coast TV News Today continues.
If you're experiencing ringing, humming, or buzzing in your ear, you may have tinnitus.
Tinnitus is a condition that can make it hard to understand speech, relax, or sleep.
If you have any of these symptoms, the first step is getting your hearing tested. The audiologist will be able to diagnose your problem and prescribe you devices that can alleviate your symptoms.
Hearing aids like Signius even offer tinnitus programs that can offset tinnitus noises.
To learn more information about massed audiology, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
At Draper Media, we offer more than TV and radio advertising. We reach your customers wherever they are, at the gas pump, in bars and restaurants, driving around Delmarva, in a taxi or rideshare at the beach, on social media, or searching for products and services, checking their email, and listening to podcasts or streaming video. Our plans fit all your business needs. Email Frank Hamilton today.
Unreal.
Hi, gang. Good to see y'all.
It's National Geographic Week. 2 special wedges.
Look at this.
Once-in-a-lifetime cruise.
You're going on an expedition cruise to Baja, California.
Monday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy. The wait is over.
This is the biggest tournament of champions ever.
And it's off to a flying start.
Correct again.
Oh, yeah.
Monday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Honesty, integrity, bravery. Here is what we can
face together.
Incoming.
Let's go.
I've had this policy of not mixing my work and romantic life until now.
I have no doubts you will make a great leader.
It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable.
I'm no good without the job. You know that.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Monday, March 4th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. It's not too bad of a morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
It's not too bad when you and I and Bob are here with you.
And we were just saying, it took a little bit of time for all of the three of us to be back together for a week again.
Yeah, that's the plan this week.
Let's
together,
hope it sticks.
Fully. We're approaching 5:31 on this Monday morning. I saw you in mom dog mode this weekend.
For sure. I was really into the dog mom duties. We took Ziggy everywhere this weekend.
Did he love that?
He loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he likes the rain, which I don't love.
He's like splashing in the rain?
Yeah. And then he likes to run into the house with muddy paws, but that's okay. We still love him. But yes, we took him to Lewis yesterday to the ferry.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that picture. It was a great picture.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So hopefully you got out with your dogs because might not have as much time to do that this week. We'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, it's going to be kind of difficult dodging when we can get out, it feels like, this week.
Yeah. Walking the dog, those outdoor activities, you'll have to plan around the rain. And I know my golden retrievers in the past, they always found the mud. They found the rain. They found the puddles. They loved it. We're getting a break from the rain this morning, and it's cool, but we don't have to do any ice scraping. That's always a plus as we're looking at temperatures in the 40s out the door. So have your jacket. Make sure you grab the rain gear as well, as winds are light right now. We have seen some patchy fog. Visibility 7 miles in Ocean City. I don't think it's too dense, but it is out there, but it will lift later this morning as we're seeing clouds beginning to increase from the south. We're watching a system developing off the coast of North Carolina, and this low will track right up the coast today and increase our rain threat later today. So let's walk you through it on Futurecast. 9 a.m. we're in the 50s. Some sunshine this morning, and we're actually in the low 60s later on this morning farther west, but cooler along the coast as the winds start building in and the clouds start thickening up. And here comes the rain starting to build in this evening, and then it's widespread rain by this evening. So in today's checklist, definite green check mark for the umbrella, the raincoat. Don't need the hat, gloves, or ice scraper. Make sure you have a nice cup of coffee out the door. Easy for me to say. And make sure you have the shades for this morning. We'll see the sun at that time.
Thank you. In Rehoboth Beach, more changes are being considered, some in the effort to bring more money to the city. Today, city commissioners will be considering shortening your time to appeal a parking ticket from 30 days to just 7 days. They'll also review a plan to raise property tax rates and wastewater rates. The city claims it's short by nearly $4 million for their planned budget of $37 million for the next fiscal year.
And Paige, we're going to stay in Rehoboth Beach. Construction of the new Beach Patrol station continues. And we're going to show you a crane that was brought into the city last week at the construction site. It will be used for some construction. Part of the project's going to start today. The city says a part of the boardwalk will be closed off. Access to the boardwalk in this area from Baltimore Avenue will also be closed. And there will be parking restrictions from Rehoboth Avenue to Baltimore Avenue due to this project.
We're going to head over to Lewis now. The city there will be holding a public hearing for 3 different ordinances today. The first of its consideration of changing its outdoor noise rules to allow restaurants to play background music, but not live music. Then officials will talk about possibly updating the city's zoning laws by clearly defining what materials allow and don't allow water to pass through them. And lastly, officials will be addressing new rules to protect trees during building construction.
In Milton, town officials could take action tonight on a property for proposed housing. It's an area called Scarlet Oaks, and if annexed into the town, it would connect the homes to town services such as police and fire. It spans 50 acres at the corner of Shingle Point Road and Harbison Road, and is set to be developed into a community with 163 units. Council says they will also revisit a proposed ordinance that would allow the sale of alcoholic beverages at nonprofit events. Action could also occur on the future of art crossings at Federal Street and Mulberry Street.
Another closure going to take place in Georgetown. DelDOT says State Forest Road between Deer Forest Road and Wilson Hill Road will be closed today to traffic. The closure will last until Wednesday, and they say the closure is due to the replacement of crossroad pipes.
Now taking a live look at our nation's capital, work is expected in dealing with the aftermath of Hamas's brutal attack on Israel last year.
An Israeli war cabinet minister visiting the White House today expected to talk about a potential ceasefire.
As Amy Kiley shows us, the U.S. is helping negotiate the deal and is urging the parties to accept it.
Let's get a ceasefire.
The White House is increasing pressure on Israel and Hamas to stop fighting, at least temporarily.
Let's reunite the hostages with their families, and let's provide immediate relief to the people of Gaza.
After that speech yesterday, the vice president is hosting Israeli war cabinet minister Benny Gantz today. They're expected to discuss a possible 6-week ceasefire and hostage deal. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to meet with Gantz tomorrow.
It is time for the president to use all the leverage that he has to get a long-term ceasefire.
The U.S., Egypt, and Qatar are helping work out the deal. The U.S. wants an agreement by the start of Ramadan Sunday. Hamas has negotiators in Cairo for talks, but Israel didn't send a delegation yesterday. It says it wants some hostage details first. But Harris says Israel agrees to the deal's general framework. Meanwhile, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza continues.
I have to wait also in a line for hours to use the toilets and to take some food if it's available.
UNICEF says at least 10 children have died in recent days from malnutrition and dehydration. It predicts that number will climb rapidly without more humanitarian access.
We have over 25,000 innocent people who have been killed in the process of rooting out Hamas, and it appears it's going from bad to worse.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And lawmakers will be working on this without the president today, as he's at Camp David working on his State of the Union speech.
Presidential candidate Nikki Haley received her first Republican primary win. This was in Washington, D.C. on Sunday. It is a win her campaign hopes will spark some momentum ahead of Super Tuesday. Haley took 63% of the GOP primary vote. Despite recent primary losses, Haley is pledging to stay in the race through Super Tuesday. The day 15 states and American Samoa will hold nominating contests where former President Donald Trump holds a commanding lead in those polls. A lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up on Coast TV News today, Sussex County students buzzing into the regional spelling bee. We're telling you one of those students could win if they spell to perfection at the National Spelling Bee.
Also, Caitlin is queen of the court, a historic mark that was set in college basketball. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Where are the kids, by the way?
I left them in the woods with some bread. That was 3 days ago.
Every family loves extended family.
Is this too dressy?
Not if you're a scarecrow.
Do you think less of me because I was married to him for 17 years?
Yes. I like you, Jim, even though you took some getting used to. So did you. So did you. So did you. So did you.
Extended Family, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Delmarva Sports Network is on the lookout for a social media promotions producer. Manage our digital scene and craft content that captures the spirit of local sports. Successful candidates have at least 5 years of experience and a passion for sports to produce thrilling videos that engage and inspire. Join our team and make a difference in how sports stories are told. Apply today at DraperMediaJobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Is your dryer vented into your crawl space? Do you even know? Each year, nearly 3,000 house fires are caused by dryers, many to do with improper maintenance and venting. Vents should be cleaned and inspected annually and should never vent into the crawl space. Call DryTech. We'll clean and inspect your dryer vent and, if necessary, reroute it and assess your crawl space for mold and moisture damage. Call now for our dryer vent cleaning and checkup for just $149. Plus, get our crawl space assessment free. DryTech, Delmarva's original crawl space expert.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Team. From the early morning to the late evening, our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. Whether bracing for a stormy day or enjoying a peaceful indoor moment, we are here to ensure you're fully prepared for Delmarva's diverse weather patterns. The Coast TV First Alert Weather Team. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life.
539 on the somewhat mild and mainly cloudy Monday morning. Some patchy fog. Visibility not bad on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam in Ocean City. You're at 47, and we've got 40s across the board. So we're not scraping frost, but it is kind of dewy out there. Some patchy fog and light winds right now. Visibility 7 miles in Ocean City. It has been fluctuating there. 10 in Salisbury and Georgetown. So watch out for that patchy fog through the morning as we're seeing clouds increasing from the south, and we're watching a rainy system now developing off the Carolina coast. That rain getting close to the North Carolina and Virginia state line that continues to move to the north, and we'll see that building in as we go into this afternoon. So grab the rain gear, not for this morning, but for later today. Patchy fog, morning commute gave it the yellow light, and then that rain develops as we go into later today. Remember, another way to get your forecast is by picking up the phone. The First Alert Weather Line, call 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Heading to Berlin now, Delmarva Power's vegetation management contractors. They will soon begin tree maintenance near power lines. The town says that maintenance is designed to ensure the electrical systems are protected from hazardous limbs and trees that threaten that equipment. Well, 20 of Sussex County's brightest young spellers are hoping for a little LUCK as they take part in the 2nd annual Sussex County Regional Spelling Bee. The competition will send one winner to the Scripps National Spelling Bee in May, where they will then compete for the Scripps Cup, as you see pictures of last year's competition. The event is set for 1 p.m. March 16th at Sussex Academy in Georgetown.
College basketball scoring mark set in Iowa. Women's superstar Caitlin Clark knocking down this technical free throw late in the second quarter. That was the 3,668th point of her career. That is the most any women's or men's player has ever scored. She surpasses Pete Maravich's total that stood for 54 years. On Sunday, the 76ers attempting to stay above the cut line for the playoff play-in. Sixers on the road playing the Mavericks, and overall, road's not been a bad place for them. The 76ers began the day with a 15-12 record away from Philly. Sixers coming off a win on Friday night. Tyrese Maxey steps back, 3-ball, he got it. Philly up 30-21 in the first. Let's go to the third. Let's see Kelly Urube do that. 21 points off the bench for Urube. Then we go to the fourth quarter. Tobias Harris knocks down the 3. Chalk up another road win for the 76ers as they continue to tread water in the standings, waiting for the possible return of Joel Embiid. Third race of the NASCAR season taking place in Las Vegas, 32 laps in, and Chris Buescher loses his right wheel. That's not good. His car hits the wall. It was hard enough to cause some damage to the wall and delay the race for a bit. Kyle Larson swept all the stages, led for 181 laps, gets the win, his second straight at this track, and a celebration with his children. It is the 24th win of Larson's career. Tyler Reddick got right up to his bumper in the closing laps, but could not get any closer, settles for second. Another strong finish for defending Cup champion Ryan Blaney. And Ross Chastain started in the back of the pack, but worked his way to fourth at the end.
Today in your entertainment news, a possible Hollywood sequel that would not make audiences happy. David Daniel has that and some more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Hollywood craft union leaders are warning another strike could happen this summer. IATSE, the International Alliance of Theatrical and Stage Employees, and the Hollywood Teamsters Local begin negotiations this week with the studios and streamers group. At a weekend event, Hollywood Teamsters head Lindsay Doherty said, "We will strike if we have to." And National Teamsters President Sean O'Brien said of the studios, if they thought they had a fight last summer, they can't even predict what they have now. Hollywood production is still not back up to full strength after last year's crippling writers and actors strikes.
There's only one man brainless enough to steal from the syndicate.
Thank you, Dick. I don't know what we do without you.
Noel Fielding and Hugh Bonneville star in The Completely Made-Up Adventures of Dick Turpin. As the title implies, the Apple TV Plus series takes a few liberties in its portrayal of the legendary English highwayman.
He's a pacifist, he can't ride a horse, he doesn't know how to fire a gun, and then that was sort of quite a good tension because he's surrounded by these hardened criminals. I think the real Dick Turpin was probably...
not a very nice person at all.
No. So we tried to steer away from the real Dick Turpin.
The Completely Made-Up Adventures of Dick Turpin is now streaming. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Watch out for areas of patchy fog out the door this morning. Otherwise, not seeing it on the Orsted cam right now. Maybe a few breaks of blue, but those clouds have pretty much prevented the fog. But grab the raincoat and umbrella out the door. More rain develops later today with more rounds this week. We've got a multitude of alerts. I'll break down the alerts and track it on Futurecast coming up next.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
Solar is a legacy you will pass on to future generations. So choose a local company with the skills and expertise to do it right. Sunrise Solar is your complete solar energy solution, offering interactive systems for farming and industrial. The Sunrise team has the knowledge, training, and certifications necessary to build the best solar unit for your needs. With a 25-year panel production warranty. Call today about financing and low monthly payments. Sunrise Solar, powering your future.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. From the early morning to the late evening, our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. Whether bracing for a stormy day or enjoying a peaceful indoor moment, we're here to ensure you're fully prepared for Delmarva's diverse weather patterns. The CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life.
It's tax refund season, so put your hard-earned money back into your #1 investment with help from Spicer Brothers.
Need a new lifetime roof, quality siding, energy-efficient windows, or even a beautiful new deck? We got you. Need new gutters or gutter helmet protection? We got you. Dreaming of a luxurious new bath or shower? We got you. Call today and learn how you can save up to 20% on your new project, plus enjoy no payments and no interest for 18 months.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Zendaya and Timothy are ready for total box office domination. Everything you don't know about Dune 2.
How could it even be better than the first one?
Plus the story behind Zendaya's unforgettable Tom Ford number. Next Extra.
Today at 11:30 on Coast TV.
It is 5:46 on your Monday morning. We are going to take a live look right now at Ocean City. I think if you look to the left of your screen, I'm hoping maybe, Bob, that's the sun starting to come up, unless it's just a really big light.
It might be a big light, but I think the skies are brightening as well, Paige. So, we're seeing those earlier sunrises. And, so we are looking at day breaking soon, and you'll see mostly cloudy skies. And the good news is I think we're turning the corner on those really cold temperatures. In fact, we're relatively mild the next several days. Average high now is 51. We'll be around 60 today, mainly inland areas, upper 50s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, lower 50s Friday. And we've got a rainy period on the way for the week ahead. Out the door, we're not scraping the frost. Thankfully, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s, 44 in Georgetown, Seaford, 46, Salisbury, 47, Bethany Beach at 45. Winds are calm, but they're going to start to pick up out of the east, and that will increase the moisture. And you can see the clouds already increasing across the southern part of Delmarva. And here comes the rain now breaking out across northeast North Carolina, raining along the coast of North Carolina. And all this rain is lifting to the north. It's all in association with low pressure. You can see the spin right here, and that low will track due north, giving us that rain later today. But this morning we'll see some of that fog. It will, I think, lift as we go through the mid-morning hours. Some sunshine this morning as temperatures rise through the 50s. We're into the lower 60s around noon for Salisbury back to Seaford, but cooler along the coast with that strengthening easterly wind. Here come the clouds and here comes the rain mid-afternoon. Light to begin with, and then we go through the evening and that rain picks up in intensity. Maybe some moderate, maybe some heavier rain, 7:30 to about 9 o'clock, and then more of that rain through the overnight hours. We do get a break from the steady rain as we go into Tuesday morning, but still some showers, kind of a murky start to the day. I think much of Tuesday is cloudy. Could see a few breaks of sun by the afternoon with temperatures into the 50s. And that's just one round of rain. We've got another one on the way that's slated to move in later Wednesday with stronger low pressure to our south and west. So that will bring some heavier rain, maybe some stronger winds. So later Wednesday into Thursday, we have a red alert for that with at least an inch of rain. That that system moves out, and we're still not done. We have one last round. Unfortunately, the timing not the best as we move into the weekend, later Saturday into Sunday. That's when we see the next round of rain. Then finally, after that, I think things do calm down and we dry it out into next week. About a ½ inch to maybe about an inch of rain with this first round, and then we tack on more rain with that next system. And grand total by this weekend could be in excess of 2 inches, 2.5 inches. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 60 today with the rain breaking out later this afternoon. Steady tonight. Yellow alert for about a ½ inch to an inch of rain tomorrow. Wednesday, more rain later in the day, and then that heavier rain and wind Thursday with a red alert, 57. We get a break Friday, then a yellow alert on Saturday for rain. And oh, by the way, clocks go ahead 1 hour Saturday night as we start daylight saving time.
Rain, Bob. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Bob. And you mentioned it earlier. For more weather updates, make sure to pull out your phones and scan the QR code for our First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need.
In an attempt to make Seaford greener, Delaware state officials are giving the city over $75,000. This grant will fund solar lighting equipment for 52 streetlights in Seaford. State officials say this funding is being given to improve energy efficiency in the city, along with reducing carbon emissions and saving on energy costs.
Fenwick Island is trying to make their town better for its people. What town doesn't want to do that? The town has recently adopted its 2024 comprehensive plan after working on it for 2 years. Covers everything from street safety to beaches and dunes, coastal flooding, community development, and more. The plan will be in effect after Governor John Carney signs it for approval.
The Cheer Center offering free ESL and conversational Spanish language classes to people who live in Sussex County and are older than 50. Milton Cheer classes are offered on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. beginning March 12th, and they'll run through June 25th. Harbor Lights Cheer Center in Lewis, they are on Thursdays. Those begin March 14th. Classes will also be offered at the Ocean View and Long Neck Cheer Centers. Those times still TBD.
Up next on Coast TV News Today, former pro athletes Kelly and Juliet Starrett, legends in the CrossFit space, and now we'll show you how they're turning their attention to a more daunting goal, getting people off the couch, out of pain, even if they don't like to exercise.
We're seeing pretty good visibility now in the Bay Health Cam at Dover, but your neck of the woods, maybe a little bit of patchy fog. Watch out for that. Keep the rain gear handy for the week ahead as we'll see rounds of rain coming in. And it looks like it continues into next weekend. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Home fires are devastating, so confirm right now that your insurance policy will cover today's increased construction costs. Also, do a video walkthrough of your home and belongings. If a fire does occur, your first call should be a locally owned restoration company like Riptide Restoration to secure your property from theft and weather and start working to make your life whole again. Finally, call your insurance company and let them know who you've chosen to work with.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Visit Tyndall's Casual Furniture, where comfort meets style and quality meets affordability. And affordability doesn't mean you have to compromise on quality. We are Delmarva's exclusive dealer for Pollywood, the name you know and trust. Pollywood dining sets start at only $9.95, fully assembled and backed by a 20-year warranty. We're also proud to carry made-in-the-USA brands like Casual Comfort and Telescope Casual. Plus, we have a wide selection of wicker by Northcape, all made with aluminum frames. So shop today with the local experts at Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel and Lewis.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now?
That's not how this works.
Law & Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
According to the World Health Organization, sedentary behavior is on the rise across the globe. However, as fitness experts Juliet and Kelly Starrett explain, many people who fall into the sedentary category, they actually exercise every day.
Yeah, but as Alexa Lorenzo shows us, it's never too late to reverse this inactive trend.
We're finding that most people are sitting somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 to 14 hours a day, which is basically all of their waking hours.
Juliet and physical therapist Kelly Starrett are longtime leaders in the CrossFit world. Kelly is an elite physical therapist to Olympians and Navy SEALs. Together, they decided to write Built to Move to give the rest of us a way to gauge our range of motion.
I'm not talking about being a gymnast. I'm just talking about being able to do things like squat all the way to the ground without falling over.
Can you pass the book's mobility tests? First, the sit-rise test, which checks how well you can get off the floor unassisted.
The number one reason that people end up in a nursing home is they can't get up and down off the ground. It's actually a test that everybody can improve on. And one of the things we preach to everyone we know is to spend at least 30 minutes a day just sitting on the ground.
How mobile are your shoulders? Lie face down on the floor with a broomstick. If you can't lift your arms, your shoulder mobility needs work. Doing a simple wall hang every day can help. To extend your hip movement, try the couch stretch. The Starretts say it's also important to find ways to correct any bad posture.
I might need to grab the door frame and take a few breaths there.
And while we're all human when it comes to how we treat our body, it's important to remember that with a little effort,
you really can make an impact on your range of motion regardless of your age.
I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
The Starretts say their message is that to keep moving when you're older, you need to keep moving when you're younger, even if you don't go to the gym. It is 5:56 on this Monday morning, and time to check in with our coastal pet of the day. On your screen right now is Riley and Jamie, and as you can see, these two dogs had plans to be out and about this weekend, but they couldn't quite make it out of the driveway. Jamie and Riley were submitted to us by Lisa in Dagsboro.
It looks like they got pretty far. It just says on that caption there, they couldn't press the button to start the car because they don't have thumbs. They're good intentions, though, team. We want to keep seeing your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen and submit us your furry friends. And don't forget to watch weekdays from 5 to 7 to see all the pets we feature. Well, it is now 5:57. It's time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Another mild morning as many people they're getting ready to start a new work week, Bob.
We are, and it's going to be a rainy work week, so have that rain gear handy and headed out the door for an extended period of time today. Make sure you have that raincoat and umbrella. Temperatures in the 40s. Watch out for areas of fog this morning. We'll increase the clouds throughout the day. I think we hit 60 later this morning, then thickening clouds, and the rain builds in later this afternoon into tonight. It becomes steady. It's a yellow alert day heading into Tuesday with 57 degrees. We're expecting about a ½ inch to an inch of rain. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. The rain develops again later Wednesday, and then Thursday is a red alert day for heavier rain and stronger winds. And then into the weekend, another yellow alert for more rain into the weekend. Clocks go ahead 1 hour. Then we finally dry it out next week and maybe a little frosty by the morning of early next week.